Hi guys, so today I wanted to speak about the fruitarian diet and give my point of view around that, because many people are texting me in secret from the fruitarian group to tell me that they are so struggling with it, that they are so craving for greens, for seaweeds, and that if that's okay, and if it's allowed or not allowed, and if someone will put them in jail for that. And yeah, I'm just joking. Anyway, but yeah, a lot of people are very concerned about it, and so worried about the fact that they cannot stick to 100% fruitarian diet for the rest of their life, 24/7, every single day. And I wanted to reply to everyone just to make sure people are just to make sure that all of you can just like make decisions based on what feels relevant for you rather than by fear, and also to stop being scared, like to be judged or whatever. At least I'm really not here for that. I'm understanding that people are all doing their best with the condition and environment that they have in their life. And for some people, just like eating vegetarian diet will already be like a very big step for them, and will already be like something that is a big effort for them. So this is just what they can do. About the fruitarian diet, there is important things to understand. We human beings are, anyway, all of us, 7 billions, frugivores, meaning our digestive system, our teeth, our nails, and our stomach and colon, everything is, fitting, matching, just like to eat fruits. Now, of course, we can eat whatever, but then we will feel also whatever, right? So, and this is what we see in this society, where everyone is like on hospitals all day long and pills all day long and like surgery non-stop and so on. So they are experiencing whatever because they are eating whatever. Now, if we stick to our normal type of food that have been like created for us, or we have been created for it, probably. Anyway, that's definitely going to be something around fruits. But for the same reason, we are basically born naked, without hair all over the body. For most of us, some people are pretty hairy, but anyway, what I mean is like, we are not like polar bears, right? Like polar bear is born in a way that is fitting to his environment, and therefore it doesn't need to do anything to create some clothes, to put the radiator full powers, like to put the heater full powers, to be able to survive. Like, he is living in his own environment, he was born for it, and therefore he's eating the food from this environment that is matching for him. We human beings are born naked, and therefore we don't have the capacity to deal with cold the way we are born. So we need for that to create a lot of clothes and pollute the planet through it, and create a lot of like heating system and triple window glasses and triple doors and all kind of things to be able to make it through the cold, because this is just not our natural environment. That's it. So, but as not everyone can move to the tropic, and honestly now, 7 billion people will move to the tropics, like that will be totally crazy. So I don't want that. Yeah, I think there is not enough space in the tropics for 7 billion people. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, so as it's not possible, well, you have to adapt. It's the same way you're just not gonna walk with a bikini in the streets of London. It just doesn't make any sense, right? Versus here it makes sense because we are in Thailand and it's hot basically all year long. So meaning eating a diet which is grown in the tropics when you are in the cold, freezing yourself, doesn't make much sense. So you kind of have to go with it because it's our nature, and sugar is what we need to function. Sugar is our fuel. So there is no other way, no matter what you eat, keto, paleo, like whatever, name it. At the end of the day, your body will convert it into sugar to make you function. That's it. So basically, when you live in the cold countries, in cold places where you have to wear a lot of clothes and you have to lock yourself up at home with heater and so on, it's quite no sense for several reasons to just stick to eating only fruits. So eating fruits as much as possible, yes, 100%. But it's important to try to stick to whatever is available around you and to not use fruits that have been transported, because honestly, I see so many people like struggling by eating fruits, and when I'm traveling and I'm going, for example, to Europe or to the States, and I'm seeing all these fruits in supermarket, and I'm eating it, and I'm like, I don't feel anything. It's just like empty. And really, the transportation process and the nitrogens and the radiations from the airplane and all the things that are happening to the fruits, and the fact that it's being picked up like unripe to make all that travel happen, basically is really just like making the fruits having so little nutritious strengths. And for me, that lives in the tropics, where I'm basically eating fruits that sometimes come from like literally like 10 steps from my doorstep, where the energy in the food is just so high, where when I eat it, it's just like filling me up so much and giving me so much like power and nutrition, and I just feel it. And then when I'm in Europe and I eat a peach, and it's like, tastes like nothing, just water. And for those reasons, I would say it's really relevant to get the maximum nutrition, even if it's not that funny, to stick to whatever is local for you. So if you're in Germany, maybe it's just gonna be like apples, and pears, and I don't know, whatever guys you have, like really, I'm sorry, like during winter time, maybe persimmons, I guess, and all the citrus, mandarins, clementines, oranges. I think you guys will have some of these like during winter time. I know it's not gonna be that funny, but that's at least gonna be local. So it's at least gonna be ripe and ready and not radiated and not full of nitrogen and not like, full of like process in order to reach like close to you. So that's So that's like the first thing. And then after that, just eat whatever you need, whatever you feel. I mean, when it's cold, because it's not fitting our system, we burn a lot of calories, like a lot. So, and when it's cold, we kind of need to create our own internal coating. And therefore, the only way to do that is just to eat cooked food, which will not basically being that easy to eliminate, and therefore creating that you will be more chubby, and therefore creating that you'll be able to buffer the temperatures better, but also to work on your thyroid. And this is why a lot of people will crave like seaweeds and like savory things in winter time and so on, because the thyroid is what is regulating the body temperature. And therefore, if you just eat fruits, that's going to be really difficult to give a proper kick to the thyroid and to the adrenals and the kidney that actually needs sodium. No salt powder, sodium. So for those reasons, I would say it's very hard, very difficult to be on a 100% fruitarian diet on a cold country. And this is why most people are failing and sending me messages and telling me it's not working, they don't know what to do and so on. Some very rare people are actually doing it. And I will say, in all my experience, I would say maybe like 5 or 10% of people that are reaching out to me and connecting with me and so on are actually doing it, like feeling great, like 100% fruits in the middle of Canada, middle of Alberta, and eating food from Costa Rica all day long, imported, and paying a super high price for it, and just feeling good with it and not feeling cold. That's very little people, like so little. Most people are really struggling. And plus, I would say, just for the contamination that it's just creating for the planet to do such a thing, I don't feel, for me, there is no logic to like contaminate the planet to clean up myself. It's just not working. The more I'm hurting, damaging the planet, the more I'm hurting, damaging myself anyway. So for me, it's just not working. It doesn't make any sense. And in reality, for people, what I'm seeing, and all the people that are contacting me, it is not working. And don't worry about that. It's just normal. Just eat salad. Like, there is no big deal. You're not going to be a criminal because you're eating a salad. So that's like very simple. Like, you're not going to be a criminal if you're steaming some broccoli and some cauliflower and sweet potato and like buckwheat groats when it's like minus 10 degrees around you. It's not going to be anything criminal. Like, really, it's just like common sense. It's just like logic, really. So if you feel cold, you can eat some cooked food, and if you feel cold, eat some seaweeds, and yes, it's going to give you that little kick that you need. And drink a lot of parsley juice, make a lot of like celery, parsley juices, salad. Like, there is some amazing salad you can do, like tabbouleh, Lebanese tabbouleh kind of things, with like tons of parsley. This is going to be amazing to help you to go through the winter. And yes, eat some avocado, more avocado than you actually like supposedly need, because yeah, it's going to help you to be more fatty, and yes, you're going to be more chubby, and this is normal because you kind of have to. It's winter time, and you have to be thicker in an artificial way, because not like being obese, I'm not saying that, but like to have like few kgs extra. And it's actually normal and natural for people to have like 2, 3, 5 kgs, I don't know, 10 pounds extra during winter time, and then to lose them in spring and summertime, because then the diet is changing because you're eating locally. And again, this is what people are really missing. They're just like doing everything like just all over the place. It's like it's normal to gain a bit of weight in winter time because you actually need to buffer all that cold. So eat your salad anytime you want, eat your greens as much as you want. You're not a criminal for that. And whenever you move to the tropics, you can go on a 100% fruit diet if you feel to. If you don't feel to because you feel this sodium craving, it's because your adrenal, your thyroid gland are not functioning properly. They are missing something, and no worries about that. Like, if you like, even if you're like working, you know, like a lot, and you're living in the tropics or whatever, you will consume much more sodium, not salt powder, sodium, than a normal person, let's say, would do, that lives in the tropics and like in paradise and so on. So it's normal that you eat some salad, and you're not a criminal for eating salads. Like, you're just listening to your body. So don't let anyone like judge you or put you in a box, or like you're bad because you're not doing 100% fruitarian or whatever. No, you're doing whatever your body needs, and your body, if your body's saying right now that you need a salad with avocado, then go for salad for avocado. There is no problem about that. When you live in the cold, try to eat as much chili as possible. Try to eat as much ginger, turmeric, cinnamon. All of this food will be warming your body and will be helping you to deal with something that is not natural for us, which is cold. And that's it. So this was like to answer to the question around fruitarianism, and if I think it's something that can work for everyone, 100% of the world, 24/7, like all year long. No. It's just total no sense. And a lot of fruitarians that I see will get so much benefit by eating a little salad like once or twice a week and getting whatever minerals, sodiums, and things they need, not salt powder, from the salad and from the grain. And they will feel so much better just from that. So yeah, we really have to understand that fruits are very cleansing, all right? And greens will be very nourishing. And sometimes, like so much cleansing, it's unbalancing because there is not enough nourishing. So really the goal is to find harmony between nourishing the body and then getting power and strength to then go on deeper cleanse, and then stop again, nourishing the body, and just find the right balance and harmony in between it. It's really like a dance that this bird, he wants to say something. Okay. And basically just to find harmony in between like the cleansing moments and the nourishing moments. But we cannot just like do 100% cleansing like every day, because we need power and energy for that, and we need to have substance, let's say, in our body for that. And also we cannot just like nourish, because then it's just like we're getting like overweight and so on. Just to really find the balance and to understand that there is nothing criminal in eating a salad. Like really, there is nothing bad. It's not like mucus forming. It's not like doing anything wrong to your body to eat like a salad. So, and if you want to eat some cooked food, try to always like eat it either like boiled food, for example, or to have this like steamer machine thing that will be steaming the food so it doesn't lose the water content in it, so it's still moist, so it still can flow through. This bird is like flow through your pollen normally, and then you'll be fine, and you're not gonna die from it. You're not gonna have cancer from it. Like there is like no poisoning, no toxicity at all. Like there is no disease that will happen for someone to eat like broccoli and cauliflower like steam. It's just like complete madness, really. Like, so being healthy is also enjoying life. Being healthy is also being able to like socialize. Like we are social beings. Human beings needs to connect with others. We need others, needs cuddle, needs love, need touching. And if you do a healthy lifestyle where you're like completely isolated, alone, and don't speak to anyone, and cannot do anything, and cannot go anywhere, then this is not healthy, all right? So, and if you're stressed, like every time you're drinking something, you're like, oh no, this is toxic, I'm not gonna drink that, or this is bad, I'm not gonna do this, then you're doing it wrong, because then you're just full of like bitterness and, you know, just like sadness and stress and worriness, like 24/7. This is not health. Like, just like simple as that. So just relax, try to understand what is the best thing to be eaten wherever you are. Try to understand what is like the best for your body right now, wherever you are, and just try to do your best with it. And if you and just listen to your body, learn to read your body's signals, and just simply follow it. And if you see that when you are eating broccoli, like you get like some special reaction or whatever, you know, then okay, then don't eat broccoli. But you know, it's like basically if you're like in Berlin and you're just tired of eating like oranges and pears are like dry and hard and tasteless, just eat some spinach, make a salad, find some tomatoes, you know, get some millet or steam some broccoli. You're not going to die from it, you're not going to have any disease. Ahead, the most important is that how are your elimination pathway working? Do you have bowel movements every day, after each meal, in the morning when you wake up? Yes, then you're fine. So yeah, that's it. That was my video around Fruitarians. I hope you guys will like it. I hope I'm not gonna receive too much messages around it, but yeah, really, I just want to be honest, because what I see what is happening behind the scene with Facebook, but also like with my work in the last almost 2 decades, and I see how much people are struggling with it. So I just want to end up with the stress and the pressure that people are having around that, and the dogmatism that is like around the whole food diet, fruitarian, vegan, raw vegan, and whatever. And just say that just do your best and just follow your body and just do what is relevant and fitting your environment without having to destroy the planet to feel good. I think that's the most important thing. All right, so bye guys.